Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SpeakEasy FM.
Hi, we're really happy you're here today.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Ian. And on this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English.
The kind of English people actually use, not textbook English.
If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps us out.
Thank you so much. Okay, Ian, quick follow-up from last time. Did you set up that automatic savings trick?
I did. Ian's Pajama Pants Retirement Fund is officially open for business.
I'm proud of you. But today, we're going one step further.
Uh-oh. Further than saving?
Further than saving. Today, we're talking about investing.
The word that makes people nervous and excited at the same time.
Exactly. And by the end of this episode, it won't feel scary anymore. Just useful.
I like that promise. Quick tip before we start. If you want to slow the video down, tap the settings icon on YouTube, choose playback speed, and pick whatever feels comfortable for you.
Okay, Ian, let's start with a story that changes how most people think about money forever. Imagine two friends. Let's call them Maya and Leo.
Okay, I'm listening.
Maya starts investing a small amount every month, starting at age 25. Leo waits and starts investing the exact same small amount, starting at age 35.
Okay, 10 years later than Maya.
Right. Now here's the twist. Maya invests for only 10 years, and then she completely stops adding new money. She just lets it sit and grow.
And Leo?
Leo keeps investing the same amount every single month, all the way until they both turn 65.
So Leo actually put in way more money overall.
Way more. Decades more of contributions. Who do you think ends up with more money at 65?
I mean, obviously Leo. He invested for so much longer.
Most people guess that. In real examples like this, Maya often ends up ahead, even though she invested for a much shorter amount of time and put in far less money overall.
Wait, how is that even possible?
Because Maya gave her money more time to grow. Those extra 10 years at the beginning did more work than all of Leo's extra years of contributions combined.
Okay, that genuinely blew my mind a little.
It blows everyone's mind the first time. This is the entire secret behind investing early, even with small amounts.
Does it matter what currency or what country someone's in for this idea to work?
Not really, no. The math behind growing money over time works the same everywhere. Whether you're investing in your local currency in Manila, Lagos, Sao Paulo, or anywhere else in the world.
So this isn't some idea that only works in one specific place.
Not at all. Time and consistency work the same way, everywhere on the planet.
So starting early matters more than starting big.
So much more. Time is the real ingredient here, not the amount of money.
Okay, so before we get too excited, let's actually explain what investing even is. Because put your money somewhere and it grows sounds a little like magic. So, Stacy, in plain words, what is investing?
Investing means putting your money into something with the hope that it grows in value over time.
Grows how exactly?
A few common ways. You can buy a small piece of a company, called a stock or a share. If the company does well, that small piece becomes worth more.
So when I buy a stock, I actually own a tiny piece of a real business?
A genuinely tiny piece, yes. If the company grows and becomes more successful, your tiny piece grows in value too.
What if the company does badly?
Then your piece can lose value too. That's the honest, important part of investing. It's not guaranteed.
Okay, that's fair. What else can people invest in besides individual companies?
A really popular option is something called an index fund.
What's that?
Instead of buying one single company's stock, an index fund buys tiny pieces of hundreds or even thousands of different companies all at once.
So instead of betting on one company, you're spreading it across many.
Exactly. Most countries around the world have their own version of this. A fund that tracks a whole group of major companies in that country, or even companies from all around the globe.
So no matter where someone's watching from, this idea applies to them.
Completely. The exact name changes by country, but the basic idea is the same everywhere. Instead of picking one winner, you own a small piece of many, many businesses at once.
That already sounds less stressful than trying to guess one perfect company.
It really is, for most regular people. Which brings us to something really important. Investing is not gambling, even though people sometimes confuse the two.
Okay, explain that difference, because I think a lot of people genuinely mix these up.
Gambling is mostly luck, with no real value being created. Investing is about owning a small piece of real, working businesses over a long period of time.
So one is quick and random, and the other is slow and based on real things.
Exactly. Real businesses selling real products, employing real people, earning real money. Over long periods, that tends to grow.
But people definitely lose money investing too, right? It's not risk-free.
Absolutely not risk-free. Prices go up and prices go down. Sometimes a lot and sometimes quickly.
So how do people avoid losing everything?
Mainly by thinking long-term and not panicking during the short-term ups and downs. This next part is honestly one of the most important lessons in this whole episode. Here's something everyone needs to hear. The value of investments will go up and down. Not might, will.
That sounds a little scary when you say it so directly.
It's actually meant to be reassuring once you understand it properly. Markets have crashed many times throughout history. Wars, health crises, financial crashes, all kinds of events have shaken markets around the world.
And what happened after those crashes?
Historically, over long periods of time, markets have generally recovered and continued growing, even after serious crashes.
Generally, not always immediately, though.
Correct, and that's exactly why patience matters so much. Someone who panics and pulls their money out during a crash often locks in their losses permanently.
But someone who just stays calm and waits?
Historically, has often recovered and eventually grown further once things settled again.
Can you give a real example, something people might actually remember?
Sure, think about 2020, when a global health crisis shut down much of the world almost overnight. Markets around the world dropped sharply, very fast.
I remember that. It felt like everything was falling apart financially, too.
It genuinely did, for a while. People who panicked and sold everything during those weeks locked in real losses.
And people who didn't touch anything?
Many markets recovered within a relatively short period afterward, and some went on to reach new highs later. Nobody could have predicted the exact timing, but staying steady worked out far better than panicking.
That's such a powerful, real example.
It really is. And it's not the only time something like that has happened throughout history. Economies and markets have weathered wars, financial crises, and global shocks before, and generally kept moving forward over the long run.
So the real danger isn't the market falling. It's panicking while it falls.
Beautifully said. Anything can happen in the world. Unexpected events, surprising headlines, sudden changes. That's just part of life and part of investing too.
So what's the actual mindset someone should have about all that uncertainty?
Expect it. Don't fear it. Markets are naturally bumpy in the short term and historically smoother over the long term. If you're investing money you won't need for many years, those short-term bumps matter much less.
That's honestly such a relieving way to think about it.
It should be. This is not about predicting the future perfectly. Nobody can do that, not even professionals. It's about staying steady while the future unfolds.
Don't worry, just stay consistent.
Exactly the vibe. Which brings us to another really important idea. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Okay, I've heard that phrase my whole life. What does it actually mean here?
It means don't put all your money into just one company or one type of investment.
Why not, if you really believe in that one company?
Because even great companies can struggle unexpectedly. Industries change, technology changes, leadership changes. Nothing is guaranteed forever.
So spreading your money around protects you if one thing goes wrong.
Exactly. This idea has an official name: diversification.
Diversification, spreading the risk around instead of betting everything on one outcome.
Perfectly said. That's actually one of the main reasons index funds became so popular worldwide. They automatically diversify for you across many companies, sometimes across many countries too.
So it's kind of a beginner-friendly shortcut to a smart habit.
A wonderful way to describe it. You don't need to become an expert stock picker to benefit from investing.
That takes a lot of pressure off, honestly.
It really should. Investing well doesn't require genius. It mostly requires patience and consistency.
Okay, quick question. Is investing only about stocks and index funds, or are there other options too?
Great question. There are actually several common forms of investing, and different ones fit different people and different countries.
Like what?
Bonds, for one. When you buy a bond, you're basically lending money to a government or a company, and they pay you back with a little extra over time.
So it's more like being the bank instead of owning a piece of a business.
A good way to describe it. Bonds tend to be calmer and more predictable, though usually with smaller growth than stocks.
What about real estate, property? Everyone talks about that too.
Real estate is huge in many cultures, and for good reason. Property can grow in value over time and can also generate income if you rent it out.
But that requires a lot more money to start, right?
Traditionally, yes, a lot more money and effort. Though these days, there are even simpler ways to invest small amounts into real estate without buying an entire building yourself.
Interesting. What about something completely different, like investing in yourself?
Honestly, that might be the most underrated investment of all.
Tell me more.
Learning a new skill, finishing an education, improving your English even. All of that can increase how much you're able to earn later, sometimes by a huge amount.
So watching this very episode is technically an investment.
Technically, yes. And it's one of the few investments where the market almost never crashes. Knowledge doesn't disappear overnight.
I like that a lot. Investing isn't only about apps and stock charts. It's a much bigger idea than that.
Precisely. Financial investments and personal investments often work together, side by side, throughout someone's whole life.
Okay, here's a question I think about a lot. What about people who promise huge, fast returns, like doubling your money in a month?
This is such an important warning. If something promises guaranteed, huge, fast profits, be extremely careful.
Why? Couldn't it just be a great opportunity?
Real investing almost never guarantees fast, huge returns. Anyone promising that is usually either wildly overconfident or trying to take advantage of people.
So slow and steady really is the healthier path.
Nearly always. Building real wealth through investing is usually more like growing a garden than winning a lottery ticket.
I like that image. Watering something patiently, not scratching a ticket and hoping.
Exactly the right feeling. Real growth takes time, and there's honestly something calming about accepting that truth.
Okay, so with all that in mind, how does someone actually start, practically, with real steps?
The good news is, you don't need to be wealthy to begin. Many platforms today let people start investing with genuinely small amounts.
Like how small?
In many countries, people can start with amounts as small as a few units of their local currency through apps or online platforms.
So this isn't just something for wealthy people with expensive suits and offices.
Not at all anymore. It used to feel that way, but that's changed a lot. Regular people, students, workers, parents, all kinds of people invest small amounts regularly now.
What about people whose employer offers some kind of retirement program?
That's often one of the easiest starting points. Many workplaces around the world offer some kind of retirement savings program, sometimes even matching part of what you contribute.
Wait, matching? Like free extra money?
Essentially, yes, in many of those programs. If your workplace offers that kind of match, it's often one of the smartest first steps available.
That feels like an easy win most people might be missing.
Genuinely one of the easiest wins in personal finance, and so many people never take advantage of it.
Okay, so step 1, start small. Step 2, check if your workplace offers any kind of match. What else?
Automate it, just like we talked about with saving. Set up regular, automatic contributions so it happens without needing willpower every single month.
Consistency over perfection.
Exactly that phrase. Consistency beats perfection every single time in investing. You don't need to pick the perfect month or the perfect moment. You just need to begin and keep showing up. Okay, I want to zoom out for a moment because this is bigger than numbers.
I'm listening.
Investing early isn't really about becoming rich. It's about giving your future self choices. The choice to retire comfortably, the choice to help your family, the choice to take a risk on a dream later in life because you built a foundation earlier.
That's such a human way to think about it, instead of just numbers on a screen.
It really is human. And here's something beautiful. This habit doesn't just help you individually.
What do you mean?
When people teach their children or younger family members about investing early, that habit can carry across an entire family for generations.
So a small habit today could genuinely shape someone's grandchildren's future.
It genuinely can. Financial habits get passed down, just like recipes or traditions or values.
That's honestly kind of emotional when you put it that way.
It should be. Money isn't just numbers. It's freedom, security, and options, passed from person to person, generation to generation.
Okay, I'm feeling very inspired right now, and also very ready to actually open one of these apps.
Good. Let's carry all of that energy into some useful vocabulary. Okay, we covered a lot today. Let's slow down and go through the most useful words one at a time so they really stick.
Great idea. First word, invest.
To invest means to put money into something, hoping it grows in value over time.
I invest a small amount every single month. Simple and useful.
Next, stock or share.
A stock or share is a small piece of ownership in a company.
I own a few shares in a company I really believe in.
Next word, index fund.
An index fund is an investment that automatically spreads your money across many different companies at once.
My index fund includes hundreds of different companies. Instant diversification.
Next, diversify or diversification.
To diversify means spreading your money across different investments instead of putting it all in one place.
It's smart to diversify instead of risking everything on one company.
Next word, risk.
Risk is the chance that an investment might lose value instead of growing.
Every investment carries some risk, even the safer ones.
Next, return.
A return is the profit or growth you earn from an investment over time.
My investment's return grew nicely over the past few years.
Next word, volatility.
Volatility means how much and how quickly a price moves up and down.
Markets can have high volatility in the short term. We already use this word talking about Bitcoin, actually.
True. It applies everywhere prices move quickly.
Next, inflation.
Inflation is when prices generally rise over time, making your money worth a little less than before.
Investing helps your money grow faster than inflation shrinks it. A really important connection.
Next word, portfolio. A portfolio is the full collection of everything someone has invested in.
My portfolio includes a mix of different investments. Sounds fancy, but it's a simple idea.
And our last word, long-term.
Long-term means thinking years or even decades ahead instead of just days or weeks.
Investing works best with a long-term mindset. The theme of this entire episode, really.
So, to review, our words today are invest, stock, index fund, diversify, risk, return, volatility, inflation, portfolio, and long-term.
10 genuinely useful words. Try using 2 or 3 of these this week.
Okay, let's wrap up everything we talked about today.
We started with Maya and Leo and learned that starting early often beats investing more money later.
We explained what investing actually is: owning small pieces of real businesses, not gambling.
We talked about index funds and how they let regular people diversify easily all around the world.
We learned that ups and downs are completely normal and that panicking is often riskier than the market itself.
We talked about diversification, spreading risk instead of betting everything on one outcome.
We warned against shortcut promises and guaranteed fast riches.
We covered practical first steps, starting small, checking for employer matching, and automating contributions.
And we zoomed out to the human side. Investing is freedom, security, and even a gift passed down through generations.
A lot of value today, and hopefully zero stress.
Don't worry, just start small and stay consistent.
That's genuinely the whole message in one sentence. Okay, time for our favorite part. Question of the day.
Today we have 2 questions. Answer one or answer both.
First question. Had you ever thought about investing before, or does this feel like a brand new idea today?
Second question. If you could give your younger self one piece of money advice, what would it be?
For example, you could write, I always thought investing was only for wealthy people, but now I understand it differently.
Or, I would tell my younger self to start small, even just a tiny amount, way earlier.
Any answer is a wonderful answer. Write it in the comments below.
We read every single comment.
Everyone, we genuinely love hearing your thoughts.
Thank you so much for watching today.
This topic really matters, and honestly, it can quietly change someone's entire future.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could use a little encouragement about money.
And subscribe to SpeakEasy FM so you never miss a new episode.
Remember, you don't need to be an expert and you don't need to be rich. You just need to start and stay patient.
Small steps repeated often over a long time.
From both of us,
Keep learning, keep growing.
and have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone!
Bye!